Hello, and welcome back to 90s Rusty Retros, and welcome back to Project Corsa B with me, Jake, and Lucia, the Corsa B. So today's Saturday, believe it or not, so this is a day early, so lucky for you guys, I said Sunday, but we are doing this on Saturday and Sunday. So 2 days, 2 videos, so think yourselves lucky. Enjoy these. So today, I've decided, after work, literally straight after work, get changed, bit of spray, come straight down here, crack on, because I love being here, so, you know. So today I thought we'd crack on with cutting the boot floor out, ready for a new tub. So if I just show you, here you go. I'm thinking, just cut a right round with the angle grinder, just around in a circle, cut all of this out. Because it's going here as well, as you can see. So all of this, there's no point making individual cuts. We'll just go around in one massive cut and see how we go. So that's the plan for now. To cut that out, see how long it takes, and etc. And then I want to try and get the sway bar disconnected off the front cross member, because in order to cut that, I need to get the sway bar disconnected off that. Disconnect the temperature sensor for the MID screen in there. It tells you the outside temp, etc. It tells you if it's icy or not. You disconnect that from the actual cross member and then cut it in half straight down. Straight down in the middle, cut it. Well, not in the middle, but each end. Cut it down, straight down each end. And then, yeah, we'll see. But basically, that's the plan for today. So I'm going to try and get that sorted out. Yeah, we'll see how we get on. Let's find out. I do need a haircut. And I've had a shave, have you noticed? God, I look handsome. Anyway, let's crack on. See how far we get. You know, sun's still out. It's not set yet. So, you know, we'll see. And it's still pretty warm. And I didn't bring a drink with me. Or any food. Because I'm an idiot. And I forgot. And I forgot the other chair. Never mind. Let's carry on. I'll catch you in a short bit. So, I've decided while cutting the boot floor to go a different route slightly on where I'm cutting. Basically, I'm going to cut the front half out and then go back on myself across the boot floor and leave the rear half in, because the rear half of the floor is okay. If I just pan around and show you here. So, see my cut line there? I'm going to go right round, get to there, and go straight down, back round. Because it's only this half that needs cutting out. The rest is fine. I don't want to waste any of the original material if I can help it. So that's my plan. I'm cutting from underneath because inside throwing sparks everywhere. I've still got all the fabrics and things in. You know, carpets, whatnot. Headliner, you know, you name it. You've got it. But yeah, the only problem is, an issue I found, is what I need to do is unbolt this heat shield because it's in the way of my cutting line, as you can see. It's right in the way. And as far as I can see, it's 4 bolts. 2 on the bottom and 2 on the top. Now if it'll come off, I don't know. But let's give it a go. I'll catch you in a little bit. Can I just say, if you want quality, back in the earlier days of, you know, retro cars, things were built to a much higher standard. That heat shield is 26 years old. It's not fallen off. It's not rotten through. And none of the bolts were seized. I mean, you don't get that on a new car anymore. They fall off instantly. Just a little thing for you if you're wondering. I honestly believe car quality these last few years has just tanked. Honestly, tanked. Nothing in this car, this red one, has fallen off other than the little slider for the recirculating air, which even the Audi doesn't even have that. That was an option on the Audi, but this Corsa has it. And it wasn't an option. All of them had it. They all had it. Even the Merit. They all had that slider. And they all came with a pollen filter. The Audi doesn't. Don't know why. I'll show you. Look. Yeah. So here, you don't get aircon, obviously, and you wouldn't in a 1 litre. But you see this very common issue that these snap off, and mine did eventually. But that's your only like in-car air, and then this is outside air. And you can hear the flaps banging, right? And then if I go to the Audi quick, I'll show you. Sorry about the wind, it's a little bit windy. Look. Nothing. No radio, ignore that. I pulled out and stopped working. But look, nothing. Just a fan, cold, hot, where you want it. Vents, feet or windscreen. No, you'd have a button for aircon and recirculation down here. It doesn't have it. And this is a 94 German car. So it tells you a lot about the quality. But yeah, car quality is definitely tanked. I mean, listen to this when you shut the door. Perfect. Like I was saying, just a small rant about the quality of vehicles there. Anyway, let's get back to it. If you're wondering why that's off, it's the heat shield by the boot floor, and it's held in with 4 10mm little nuts on threads, but it's just the nuts that come off unless it's been tampered with. But yeah, that just then pulls away. If you have one, I don't know, mine might be the lucky one where it still exists, but it's there if you want to know. Right. Well, it's just started to rain, but the boot floor's nearly cut out. It's taking time because I've still got the carpets in and I don't want to set them on fire. You are supposed to rip them out, but I don't want to pull any more of this car apart and lose all my bits until I've fucking got everything, you know, back to, you know, sort of normality. If I just show you, I'll show you the torch. It's getting dark, as you can see. It doesn't look like it, but it is getting dark because the rains came, so the clouds are covered. But if I just show you, John, now, I've made a big beeline. I'm just going to go around the entire floor. I've decided I'm not doing that. I'm just going to cut the entire tub out. And as you can tell, if I do this, and put these down, yeah. So I've just got to do this final bit. I'm just going around where there's good metal, and then we can just cut that shape out on the new one and tack it in, and we'll see how we go. But yeah, so far so good. I'm just giving everything a chance to cool off so I don't set the car on fire, but we are getting there. And once that's out, the only thing to cut out will be the front cross member, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's the only other severe bit of rust left to cut out, and the rest of it's all paint and stuff and grinding down the blisters and everything. But you know, she's not that bad considering. So I'm going to carry on, see where we get to, and then I'm going to make my head home for the night. I might get the cross member out. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'll crack on, and then I'll get back to you once it's cut out. Ain't that a lovely sight? The grey murky sky is opening up, and the sun is coming back out. Gotta love Wales. Everything down there is now soaked, for fuck's sake. But, never mind, I mean, the chair's soaked, my pliers are such... Fuck it, it is what it is. Anyway, look, good news. Ignore how rough that looks. That bit there is getting cut out. I had to cut it out, and then to cut it out, I had to cut through a bracket, which is right by fuel lines, so I decided to cut from the inside, not underneath where the fuel lines were. As you can see, I now have a Corsa B boot floor shield. But you can see why I cut so wide, can't you? Ignore the filler, that was me trying to patch it before, but it just weren't going to work. Anyway, as you can tell, the boot floor was rather fucked. So that's out. And we wait for a new one now. Yeah. So that's done. We can cross that off the list. Also going to do the cross member. I mean, I might still, but I need to get the sway bar off, and now the floor is sopping wet. So, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that right now. But we did everything else. That boot floor took a lot longer to cut than I thought. Sorry, I just realised I was talking to you from the other side of the camera. But yeah, that took a lot longer than I thought it would, if I'm really honest with you. Yeah, and I also sliced my finger on rust. Brilliant. Oh, look, it's fixed. Never mind. Anyway, moving on. Cross member. We need to do something about that, don't we, really? I am here tomorrow. This video wasn't really supposed to have been made today, so this is a bonus video for you guys, really, who enjoy watching. Wow, the sun has just opened up. Jesus Christ. Bloody hell. Anyway, yeah. That's the boot floor out. I'm going to leave it there for now. I will get back to you if anything more exciting happens, but for now I'm just going to have a little chill out, rest, because cutting metal is quite tedious, hurts your hands, sparks go everywhere, etc. So yeah, I'll be back with you shortly. So I just went to unbolt this this here, it holds, it's part of the holding the loom, and it's also for the temp sensor for the in-car dash. And I first started unscrewing it, it just pulled a load of, look at it, it just it just pulled a load of cross member out with it. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, this is so rotten. Ah, yeah. That's the main structural rigidity of what that was holding there for the top layer. That was the only thing holding the top of that together. So, yeah, definitely needs to come out, but fucking hell. Ooh, not good. Yeah, don't know what to say about that, but there we have it. So, this definitely needs to be sliced out, doesn't it, really? So, let's get to it. Basically, we've got to take the anti-roll bar bolts off the front cross member first before I can cut any cutting, because I don't want to cut the sway bar, obviously. Also, I've been thinking about engines, and I'll discuss that in a bit with you. But for now, I'm trying to get these off, and these are super tight. Like, they are mega tight. And I don't have electric tools because I don't believe you need them, basically. As much as I would love them, I don't believe you need them. And I like to do things by hand with brute strength, because manly. But anyway, work it out. Yeah, they are tight. Jesus Christ. They are getting looser each time I do it. But fuck, they're tight. I'm going to get a bigger breaker bar. Bear with me. Bigger breaker bar, more leverage. And I do have a big one. Ha ha ha! Fuck with me now. This one wasn't good enough. But I have a bigger one, which I got off Amazon. And we're about to see if it's any good. Let's find out how good this could be. Now, I got this off Amazon for like, I think it was £15 a few years ago, so let's see. Oh, that's... I will say, this breaker bar flexes an awful lot. I wouldn't trust it on anything super mega tight, I'll be honest, going off it. But, saying that, it works enough to get anything off in a pinch, so let's just keep going. Yeah, she's going slowly. Anyway, I'll catch you up once this is off. This is going to take a little while, so I'll catch you up once it's off. Right, so as you can see, it's still fairly light. It is going dark, so I'm going to start heading off soon. But, as you will now notice, there is no cross member. It looks ragged, I know. It doesn't look neat, I'll be honest with you. I'll just pan around and show. This, I just yanked it off on this end in the end. These bolts are put back through so I don't lose them. But there's no rot past there, which is good. So we just need that whole cross member section. Okay, ignore the cat, I cut that out. Anyway, there's our cross member. And as you can see, that's where that sensor was in. And this is where the radiator sat. And as you can see, it's looking very sorry for itself. It's really not worth... Okay, my unit just watered on me. Yeah, it's not worth putting the effort in to even attempt to save it. So we're going to get rid of that. And we'll put a new, fresh, rust-free one in. And get some wings, or one wing anyway. But for now, that's it. I'm pretty happy with where we've got to today. I'm sorry I didn't film much action in this one. I wanted to get it done. It's Saturday. I've come home from work for 5 minutes. I've gone straight out to do this. So tomorrow we'll do all the tidying up, bits like that. Maybe get some primer on, etc. And we'll see how we do. But I'm gonna head home now because I'm basically finished. But I'll just pan around and show you what we've done. Cross members out. Rusty, nasty, disgusting, rotten thing out. So that's now out. That's ground down. The bonnet was off last time. Put the torch on here for you. The tub is now out. Looks rough. It needs tidying up. The tub's now there, as you now know. We cut the valance last weekend, as you know. That's now all cut. I've trimmed it up a little bit. It still needs a lot more trimming. And we did this arch last time, which is now cut, and all the rot is cut away from that. We just need to grind back all the little primed areas. But yeah, so other than that, we're good. I'm going to take home the washer bottle for this car, and I'm going to go and clean that and clean it all out, make it nice and fresh and new, etc. I did the coolant bottle before, I just replaced that because they're easily replaced. You know what I mean? I did clean it, but it didn't come out the colour it should. So we'll get a new one of them. This car is going to look fantastic when it's done. And I'm thinking engine-wise, from a friend who said it's probably a better option and easier to swap in instead of changing hubs, shafts and all that. 1.88 valve. Or is it 1.68? I think it's 1.68 valve. I think. So 1.68 valve. He's a big fan of them, and they're more durable than the 16 valves anyway. So I reckon that's a good way to go. So I reckon 1.68 valve in this little B on a coilovers should be pretty sporty. Doesn't need to be a rocket. I don't want it to be anything unnecessary. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I want to keep seeing more of this project getting on the road, etc. and the engine and stuff. I've spent quite a few hours here now after work. As you know, it's been a long day. I'm going to go home, have a nice comfy drive in this beast. Nice, relaxing, peaceful drive in a nice, soft 90s saloon. Yes. Yes, please. Anyway, I will see you next... Well, it's not next week. It'll be tomorrow. Tomorrow's videos. This will be up tonight, Saturday, if you're watching this. And tomorrow we'll have another video. So I plan to try and do 2 videos each week. Saturday, Sunday is the only days I get free at the moment. So we'll try and do that. Next weekend, probably not, because I'm moving house. So next weekend I'll have to move some bits around. We'll see what we're up to. I've got to do some tip runs. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.